Today is Wednesday, June 10th. What's up, guys? How we doing?
We're back. I'm feeling good.
Doing great.
Yeah,
great.
we feeling good.
Happy holidays.
How are you
6-9
doing,
was
Big
yesterday.
Cat?
I feel fine.
That's not funny, Hank.
I feel fine.
Yeah,
Well, actually, you know what, PFT? I wanted to actually just talk to you.
Okay.
Liam, can you turn off Hank and Billy's mics?
Let's get on the psychiatrist couch here,
Okay,
because
so
we both had a tough day.
I think what's happened here. This happened.
Wait, what?
Hey, shut up!
your mic's off.
Shut up! You're not part of this conversation. I think what's happened here. You know, whenever you have a family, right, and there's that point in time when the 10, 12-year-old kids turn into teenagers, and the dads start becoming the butt of every single joke. Like, I mean, we've roasted our dads. Dads just become the roast show. It's a running roast show of your dad. Every family.
We are the dads now.
We have become the dads. I'm getting roasted on Twitch. You're getting roasted by Hank and Ping Pong. Billy is just roasting me just mentally. We are the dads. I think we need to ground them.
Okay, we can.
You're roasting yourself by losing.
Hey,
both
shut
of
up!
you.
Shut up!
Shut
Your
up.
dads are talking.
The dads are talking.
Okay,
you're asleep.
Big Cat. So that's a good option. We could ground him. We could put him on punishment, or we could maybe turn Billy, our youngest, against Hank and turn Hank into a dad already.
We should put weed in Hank's room and call the cops.
He'll hate that.
Scare him straight.
Yeah.
I don't do drugs.
Yeah, that's true.
Hank
Billy. So
does.
here's the.
There we go. It's working. Our
Okay.
plan's already working.
I love it. Billy,
Hell yes.
continue to roast Hank.
Take that, dude, my
Hank's
grandparents
lazy.
listen to this
Hank's
show.
lazy. Hank's lazy. He
Good
does
job,
weed.
Billy.
Okay.
We're gonna pay you.
Here's what we're gonna do. Every time Billy finds something wrong that Hank does, we're gonna give you a bonus, Billy. You have a bounty on Hank's missteps.
So to update where we're at, no sports still. We have Dungeons and Dragons coming up, which is fantastic. The sports that do exist are me getting fucking
Really, it's only against Virginia
throat
Tech.
fucked by Virginia Tech.
The moment was too big.
On Sunday night
moment
and
was
today.
way too
throat
big for
fucked. Way too big for me. I pissed down my leg. I'm back to being just. I made all these strides and now I'm terrible at video games again. And then adding insult to injury to the 35-year-olds of this podcast, PFT blew a 3-1 lead to Hank and Ping Pong. So we're in a bad spot.
Right, it's not good. Spin Zone is I got out to a 3-1 lead, which is nice. I won 3 games against Hank. That's awesome. If it was a best of 5 series, which it started out being, then I'd be fine. I'd be home free. It was tough. It was tough to lose against basically my son. It's like when your son beats you in horse.
Right.
The first time, it's like you gotta go inside and you gotta take your Air Monarchs off and you just gotta watch Cops for 5 hours. And the shitty thing is, Cops just got canceled. So I can't even do that
what do
as
you
a
mean?
dad.
Yeah.
Cops just got canceled today.
When
Yeah.
Paramount heard the
Like
people
Cops?
talking about
Cops.
the show,
The TV show.
and apparently
Cops.
they heard all the defund the police, and they
What?
decided to cancel Cops. Literally, the TV show.
Filmed live on location.
Where's
law
the change? Can I
enforcement.
sign a change.org?
We could, or we could
There's
just
gotta be one.
listen.
There's got to be one.
Cops-
I'll sign that. I'll sign
Although
it
that could
a
get
million.
confusing.
But here's the thing.
Well,
Big
no,
Cat.
I don't want. I want
haven't
Cops,
seen-
the show, to come back.
You haven't
But
seen
you don't
Cops
want
in the last.
Go ahead,
like,
Hank.
You heard what happened on
This is a round table. Pardon my take.
Big Cat, the
It's
last
loose.
time you saw a new episode of Cops was probably like the mid-'90s, though. Like when they had that dude from New Jersey.
Live PD, bro.
with the hair. That's a different one. That's not
they,
Cops.
They also got canceled in another way.
What?
They filmed
All
something
right, I'm not taking
live.
my news from Billy.
We can still watch
Wait, Live
reruns.
PD got canceled for filming something live that they
Right.
shouldn't have?
Oh, geez. cut that part out, Hank.
bleep that.
Cut that
bleep
part
it.
out.
No, just bleep it. Bleep it so people can be like, "What did he say?"
But yeah, Cops is canceled too, so I can't even unwind like a normal dad does
Yes.
in times like this. It's tough. It's tough, but I think maybe we have a solution. We could ground him. What does grounding look like, though?
I don't know, man.
Send me away. All right, I have an
would
idea.
just go on
Send me
vacation
away for a
again.
week.
Oh,
Yeah, send
make
me
him
away
live
for
with
no
me
show
and
for a
be
week.
sober.
This sucks. This sucks. It's just, I don't know, man. It just sucks to be putting yourself in positions where everyone tells you how shitty you are at something that should be fun,
You know-
like ping pong or video games.
You did have
but we've
100,000
ruined it.
people watching you play video games, which is
126.
something of
Put
note.
some respect on it.
We gotta.
That's the
we
only
gotta
thing.
find
They
a-
all watched me play the worst game of my life.
We got to find a hobby that is for people that are older than us, so we can come in and dominate and be like the
Shuffleboard.
young kids.
Yeah, Scrabble.
Sports radio.
Here we go. We're sports radio guys now.
You would
Welcome
you
back.
would probably beat me in trivia.
PMT.
PFT. I'll give you that.
Thanks, Hank.
Yeah, okay,
Appreciate
nice.
that.
Speaking of which, by the way, if you're listening to this right now, between the hours of 10 and 12, we are going to be hosting Kentucky Sports Radio. Yeah, Billy's just throwing a football to himself into a mic. People are like, what does that sound? So we're hosting Kentucky Sports Radio today, 10 to 12. We have there's going to be trivia. Only Kentucky callers, please. Only Kentucky callers. We always ask this. Only people calling in from Kentucky. What are you going to say, Hank?
I don't know why you'd say this.
What?
Well, we just won't give the number out on this show.
Correct.
So, yeah.
But please, just respect it. I think there's a majority of AWLs actually respect our wishes because we always play the best of on Friday's show, which will happen. So if you miss it, you'll hear the best of. And we always like to use the best Kentucky callers, so don't ruin it. You're ruining your own enjoyment of this podcast. But we're also going to be doing trivia, Billy versus State of Kentucky. That should be interesting. And another announcement, we're watching Lance. What's it called?
We're calling it The Last Lance.
Yeah, The Last Lance. Is it
Lance
called anything,
to remember.
Lance.
Just
That's
call it
it?
Lance.
I guess when your name's so fucking weird like Lance, you can just do it.
So
like,
it's a 2-part
Lance.
series, right? So it's 4 hours total.
What goes into when you have a baby? Like you look at a baby and you're like, "That's Lance."
That's Lance. No, you don't. I feel like you name
so fucking
that's
weird.
that's a kid that you're like, I'm gonna wait until I meet it and know its personality, and it turns out to be a real asshole and throws other
I
babies.
feel like
under
it's
the
a
bus.
medieval name. Like it's a nickname for Lancelot.
Yeah, maybe, but it still is like. You ever get
little
so
outdated.
hung up on like names? You're like Lance.
Yeah, Lance is not a little kid's name. Well, I think Lance Armstrong probably killed the name Lance.
Yeah, he probably
no
did.
baby's named Lance anymore.
Yes, Lance. So we're gonna watch that for Friday. We have Judd Apatow coming Friday as well. Anything else going on? I mean, we're still in this like weird. I think we're in the waiting pattern that sports might come back, although baseball seems to have fucked itself every which way.
Baseball's trying really, really hard to not come back.
Yeah.
Right now. So my understanding is that the owners have made 3 separate offers, and one is like we're going to give you 2/3 of the salary. One is we'll give you 4/6, and the other is we're going to give you 8/12 of the salary. And so basically, it's like
Math.
3 of the exact same things.
Can I ask a question? When I see the biggest thing that I see on Twitter, and maybe this is just Twitter because Twitter's a fucking hellhole of a website, but I see people saying that if baseball doesn't happen, they're going to lose me as a fan. How?
I'm still going
What
to
are you
watch.
going to do next
I'm
summer?
going to be pissed off. Don't
That's
get
what
me
I
wrong.
always- but
Just
I-
say that you're going to be mad about it.
But what are you going to do next summer? Like, there's nothing you could. Lacrosse, Hank's doing lacrosse. I love when people make this line in the sand where, like, they lost me in 94. They're going to lose me again. What are you going to do in July?
Well,
we're going to watch baseball.
I mean, Spin Zone, if they lose us for this summer, they have to try to get us back next year. They have to
Juice
try
the
harder,
balls even more.
juice the balls, turn a blind eye to new steroids, let everybody get real massive and just start walloping dingers. Just massive dongs everywhere.
I love it. I love it. So, yeah, that's happening. We're waiting for NBA. NFL seems like it's going on schedule. And college football
Anthem
teams.
protests will be back. That's going to be fun.
What?
The anthem. That's like
The anthem
Oh, yeah, yeah.
completely reignited.
People are going to lose their mind
I
again.
honestly think that this year people are just going to be like, okay, who cares? Like back in 2000.
Did you see where well, it's
In
the guy you
2016.
mock, who you rightfully mock, Ben Shapiro,
Oh, we've
said
lost-
that he can't watch sports anymore because he said that there's going to be 2 sports. One where there's no politics, and one where there is politics.
all politics, sports, and zero politics.
So it's
sports.
going to be the shittiest players playing in the no politics. We might be able to play in the no politics.
There's going to
league.
be a 52-year-old Drew Brees. Like 12 years from now, he's still going to be slinging around. Also, shout out Drew Brees. I guess he's in the good graces of his teammates again. So what we addressed with Booger last week, it actually ended up coming true. It seems like Drew Brees had a productive conversation, and they're able to move forward, and he's kind of like opening his ears up a little bit. I still think the big controversy there is Drew did not acknowledge his grandmother that may have served in other ways while his grandfather was overseas fighting the Nazis. So this is kind of par for the course of Drew Brees, just ignoring his female family members.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There's always another one.
But yeah, I actually had Ben Shapiro. Well, I know I had sports on my hot seat in
Okay,
general
so let's
because
get-
they've lost Ben Shapiro, huge sports nut.